In an ancient village surrounded by mountains and dense forests, a legend was passed down about a golden treasure hidden for centuries, said to belong to an ancient king. But the legend carried a warning: those who seek the treasure without being worthy will never return. Khaled, a young adventurer fascinated by legends and old stories, had always heard his grandfather talk about the buried treasure. He never thought the story could be real until one day he found an old map hidden among his grandfather's dusty books. The map was filled with mysterious symbols, but Khaled realized it pointed to a specific location in the nearby mountains. Unable to resist his curiosity, he packed his bag and set off on his journey. A journey into the unknown, Khaled trekked for hours through the dense forest, navigating towering trees and muddy streams. The air was eerily quiet, as if nature itself was holding its breath. Finally, he reached the base of the mountain, where he spotted a cave entrance hidden between the rocks. As he stepped inside, a cold chill ran down his spine. In front of him, an ancient stone inscription barely readable stated, "The treasure belongs to the worthy, the abyss awaits the greedy." A massive stone door stood before him, engraved with three symbols: an eye, a key, and a snake. Khaled analyzed the puzzle carefully. He recalled his grandfather once telling him that knowledge was more valuable than gold. After a moment of thought, he carefully touched the eye symbol. Suddenly, the ground trembled slightly, and the door slowly creaked open, revealing a vast chamber filled with golden chests and shimmering jewels. The real test before Khaled could step forward, a deep voice echoed through the cave. "Not everyone who reaches the treasure may take it." He turned, startled, as shadows began moving along the walls, as if the spirits of ancient guardians were still protecting the place. The ground shook violently, and the walls started closing in. Khaled realized this was the true test. He remembered his grandfather's words: "Greed leads to destruction." Instead of trying to grab the gold and jewels, he focused on something different. An old, jewel-encrusted book resting on a stone pedestal. He carefully picked up the book, and suddenly the tremors stopped. The voice spoke again: "You have chosen wisely. You may leave." A different kind of treasure. Khaled emerged from the cave, holding the book tightly. As he flipped through its pages, he discovered it was filled with ancient secrets and maps of undiscovered locations. In that moment, he realized that the greatest treasures were not gold and jewels, but the knowledge that lasts forever. Khaled returned to his village, but he was no longer the same person. He was now a keeper of ancient secrets, a seeker of new adventures, and a believer that true wealth is not in what we possess, but in what we learn and discover.